Alright, last scene to yesterday's video, that took place about 2.5 hours ago when I was in the Flamingo Valet talking about telling you the pay. So in this video, I will tell you about the pay. Still haven't put it together, of course. Had no time since I filmed that scene, but I'm going to go into Orleans, not bringing the camera with me. I need the space in my pack. I don't bring my backpack. I need the space in my sling pack that's around my waist all day. So I'm going to Orleans, tourist event, $100,000 guarantee, and I will come back and be in my room briefly before a shift at Planet Hollywood that starts at 11 p.m. And then after that Planet Hollywood shift, I could sleep for as long as I need to. So, yeah, just gonna get going, and I guess the bulk of the video will be pay from yesterday. And I don't know if there's anything else. Let me look at my notes here. Anything else to tell you? Said that. I don't know. Nothing specific. So if something crazy happens at Orleans, I'll let you know. Probably gonna get there early enough to have like a turkey sandwich, and that's gonna do it. No wasting time. Too tired for that. Gotta go. Alright, I'm back. Pretty tired, like I have been. Shout outs to the guy in the 2-seat who asked me if I got my rake back. I did. It is right here. Again, haven't been using it. Been using the wood, but I got it back. Sorry to deal your knockout hand. Shout out to the guy at the same table with the Alaska Fire Department sweatshirt on. Dealt a huge hand for him. And I think there was someone else. Can't really remember. There are the shout outs. Got about 7 hours. Got to a point where they were like asking for early outs, EOs. I had to be gone by 7, a full 8 hours. So EOs and people who have second shifts are kind of treated the same way at Orleans. So I was out at 6. I dealt the 5:30 to 6 o'clock down. Ironic that I was on the schedule for today because of the Tourist Championship, the $1,100 buy-in event. I didn't deal one hand of it. By the way, $100,000 guarantee, the math is very simple. 100 players to meet the guarantee. Registration was still open when I left, and there were over 150 entries. So over $150,000 in the prize pool, well beyond the guarantee. A noon no limit hold'em event started. Rare for a noon event. So the first 3 downs of the day for me were in the Torse event, but were a combination of breaks and dead spreads. Then I came off break, and everyone coming off break was going to the no limit tournament because Torse like steadily got well past the guarantee, but it wasn't like a crazy number of entries to start, and it wasn't a crazy number of late registering players right at the beginning. So they were using dealers for no limit. So I only dealt no limit today, and yeah, got a lot of downs in the no limit tournament, and now I'm back. So it is not even 7. Probably get like 2 to 2.5 hours of sleep before Planet Hollywood. And that's the last one. After Planet Hollywood, nothing Wednesday. And as of right now, I would say I don't deal anything Wednesday, and I need to start the streak over on Thursday. But we'll see when it gets there. So I'm gonna get to sleep and, you know, handle the rest of the day. End of the video. I'm thinking, yeah, probably. Yeah. And because I haven't really said much today. I told you what's been going on, but nothing exciting, nothing unique in this video. End of the video, I will round up yesterday's pay. Yesterday for me, Monday's pay. Solid shift at Orleans, solid shift at PH, closed PH. So I'll give you all those numbers. Expect 1 or 2 more scenes, me walking to PH, me walking back, but end of the video, all the pay from yesterday. All right, 10:06, slept about 2.5 hours. Plenty for getting through the shift, not enough for like feeling totally rested. Gonna sleep for a long time when I come back. Don't want to say too much. Not gonna take the camera with me this day. I have been usually to PH, not going to. Feel like the video is already fairly long, and I have all that pay from yesterday data to show you after this. So just gonna go to PH, gonna come back, tell you what went on briefly, and then give you all the pay information. I know that's why everyone's been watching this video, and yeah, don't want to waste any more time. All right, I am back. Closed the last table, didn't go crazy late. It's I don't know, clocked out around 4:30. Guess it's around 5 now. Yeah, we had a lot going on. Tournament going on 3 tables, 3 or 4. I think it was 3. We had a $2 anti-PLO double board bomb pot. I think there was a 2-3 when I got there, and it broke before I got to that part of the room. I dealt a lot of 1-3, and yeah, it got down to 1 table. I was the latest one, dealt that. Shout out to Rick, who was in the tournament and at that final cash table. Rick from Michigan. He said he was from Western Michigan. Then I asked a question about Western Michigan campus, started a discussion about football that kept me awake for a while because I was running on fumes at that point. Also, yesterday, Justin was in the PLO double board bomb pot game. Manny was playing the 2-3 game. I think I'm caught up on shoutouts. Oh man, his name was in Bravo like all night. He was wearing the Giants hat, and he's from Long Island, and he was sitting in the 8 seat. His name might be Joe. If it's not, then I don't remember what it was. Met him also. So, caught up on shoutouts, and yeah, I feel like this video is already pretty long. I don't know. I'm losing my sense of reality at this point. Just gonna stop saying things, and when I wake up, I will make you the graphics for yesterday's pay.
Okay, pay details for Monday, June 9th. So here is the data. June 9th, 2025, like I said, Monday. First, I went into the Orleans. I only dealt tournaments, so 2 ways of getting paid at Orleans. One was the wage, based on my time on the clock. I was on the clock for 6 hours, 13 minutes. As a decimal, 6 hours and 13 minutes is 6.22 hours. Multiply that by $12 per hour. That is our wage. And for the wage, I got $74.60. Also, I actually dealt while I was there. Only dealt tournaments. The Torse Satellite was going on. So, mixed game downs, any game that's not no limit hold'em. And I'm going to use the $20 per down estimate. If you went to my Patreon page and looked at my June 9th free post, you'll see that for every pay period last year, I got paid more than $21 per mixed game down, but still going to use this 20 per down as an estimate until I get the paychecks. So 10 downs at $20 per down, that is $200. So Orleans was just wage and tournaments. So the total, easy to add, $274.60. Then at night, I went to Planet Hollywood. Planet Hollywood also could start off with the wage. So I started on one calendar day, ended on the other. So on the first calendar day, which was June 9th, Monday, I was on the clock for 1 hour and 7 minutes. After midnight, it was my June 9th shift, but it was June 10th, Tuesday. I logged into the last game. I dealt it till it broke. I was on the clock on Tuesday for 7 hours, 19 minutes. Because they're 2 separate calendar days, each round's on its own. The first one rounds to an hour 7 minutes, rounds down to an hour, and 7 hours 19 minutes, rounds to 7 hours 15 minutes, which as a decimal is 7.25 hours. No overtime, even though it's more than 8 hours, because it was on 2 calendar days. Now, I'm not getting into Tuesday's shift, but for the calendar day, June 10th, these 7.25 hours, plus very late when I got there around 11 o'clock. So Tuesday did have some a tiny amount of overtime, but the way I'm breaking it down for the June 9th shift, no. 1 hour on its own and 7.25 hours on its own, separate, no overtime. So combine them, 8.25 hours. Multiply that by $12 per hour, same wage. As Orleans, it's the Nevada state minimum, $99 in wage. I did deal 1 down of the nightly 10 p.m. tournament, and I'm going to use the estimate from the mixed game series, that first paycheck I got. I'm going to use the estimate of $9 per down. I have no idea if that's what it's going to be. Haven't looked at the paycheck yet, but $9 there for 1 tournament down. And then I dealt cash. So when I deal cash, if I ever deal a table that breaks, which, you know, if I lock in and deal the last table, that's going to happen. Also, when I lock in, and I'm the only dealer left, dealing the only table left, at some point in the night, the floor gives me like a 5-10 minute break. So I try to estimate those minutes because, for one, I'm not dealing when the floor gives me a break. Also, you know, if the game breaks at like 7:08, I mean, that's not 0 downs. That's also not a full 30-minute down. So I try to estimate it the best I could. I felt like I dealt 13.7 downs this shift at Planet Hollywood, and I got a total of $350 in tips. So add the 99, the 9, and the 350. At Planet Hollywood, I made $458, and now sum the Orleans plus Planet Hollywood. $274.60 from Orleans plus $458 from Planet Hollywood. The total for this, it was 2 calendar days, but this really 1 24-hour period of dealing poker, 2 shifts, $732.60. And remember, rice is a spoon food.